Welcome to this edition of Pop Culture Junkie Pop. Today I am joined by my producer, Jeff. Hi, Jeff.
Hi, Shauna.
I wish you were Olivia, but I guess you will do.
I wish I was Olivia, too.
Don't we all? I am going to talk about a movie that I watched recently that I had never heard of, and it was a clip came up on Instagram Reels and kind of enticed me. So I am really into disaster and end of the world movies. And this one is called Perfect Sense. It came out in 2012. It stars Ewan McGregor and Ava Green. So he's a chef. She's an epidemiologist. Not a very good one, but that's neither here nor there. And a disease is taking over the world, where humankind is losing their senses one by one. So I won't spoil it, even though it came out in 2012. But it's not an exactly happy movie, but it's very romantic and introspective. So in the beginning, you are overcome with this bout of just hysterical crying and grief. And then you lose your sense of smell. And it just wipes out everyone's sense of smell. It's set in England, but we kind of assume that it's worldwide because it kind of shows different cultures and different, people dealing with this. And at first, everyone's like, oh, sense of smell is lost. I could deal with that. Kind of sucks, but whatever. The second one that comes down for them is their sense of taste. His character is a chef, so that kind of sucks for him. And then slowly but surely, each sense is kind of ripped away from humanity. And it's like, what do we still have left if we are losing, the sense of smell and taste and hearing? What is still left? How do we still connect with people? And it's these two people falling in love in the midst of this disaster. And it was sexy and scary and depressing. And I really liked it. So I'm going to pop this strange movie called Perfect Sense. I ended up paying $3.99 for it on Amazon Prime. I'm not sure if there's somewhere you can stream it for free. I kind of got impatient with searching on my television, but it's definitely on Prime. So I'm going to go ahead and pop that. And Jeff, it is on to you. What would you like to pop for us this week?
Well, my favorite genre of movies is movies about movies. And there's a television series about movies called The Studio on Apple TV Plus, and it stars Seth Rogan, and he's producer and he directed all the episodes with Evan Goldberg, his partner. And it's got a great supporting cast. It's got Catherine O'Hara, Ike Barinholtz, Catherine Hahn.
Oh, this is a sick cast.
And Bryan Cranston appears. And it's about a guy, Seth Rogen plays Matt Romick, and he gets promoted to the head of the studio, or the working head of the studio. I don't think he's the head, but he's up there. And he may not be ready for this because he considers himself an artist, which art isn't really done in Hollywood anymore. It's a business. And so it's looked at from that perspective of trying to do art when the goal is to actually make money.
Yeah.
But it's also the funniest show I think I've ever seen. It's really it gets really dark sometimes. It gets really awkward sometimes. Do you know what a oneer is in film?
Like a one shot, like a hallway scene where the camera follows somebody down, right?
And it goes on for a long time. They do a whole episode that's a oneer. The episode's called The Oneer, and they're shooting a oneer in this episode.
Oh, that's amazing.
And it's just incredible to watch. And you get exhausted just waiting for them to cut away, and they never do.
I have heard of this show, and I definitely think it's kind of gone under the radar, but as it's gone on longer, more and more people are kind of like talking about it and discovering it. And I love Seth Rogen. I think he is absolutely hilarious. I will never be a hater of his unless he does something terrible. Please don't do anything terrible, Seth Rogen. I want to keep thinking you're funny.
Well, it was just nominated for a whole bunch of awards.
Awesome. And where did you say it's streaming again?
It's on Apple Plus.
Apple Plus. The one streaming platform I don't have, of course. I think I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to have to just...
How do you watch Ted Lasso?
I don't. I know. If Haley the Brave is listening, I promise I'm going to watch Ted Lasso eventually. I need to get that one final streaming service. Awesome. So our pops this week are Perfect Sense, and you can watch that on Amazon Prime, and The Studio that you can watch on Apple TV. And that will do it for this week's Pop.